stuck my head out the window. I was like, "Are you okay? Like, what's going on?" And that's when the N word, the B word, those racial slurs and things started coming out.
That was an hour. Yeah.
I don't have a problem with somebody being racist, somebody feeling some type of way against a group of people, a person, whatever the case. If that's what you have inside, that it is what it is. That's cool. The problem comes when you start causing bodily harm, when you start using racial slurs, when you start trying to oppress somebody. That's when things turn into a negative.
It's a matter of opinion. If I'm right, but I'm leaving no for now to go outside, putting shores and obligations on our part.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Matter of Opinion. I'm your boy Walls P.
I'm your girl, Erica.
A lot of times when we drop these videos, especially like the last video with the woman that crashed into the four mothers, a lot of people always say, why do you bring race into the conversation? And this is the reason why a lot of times race is brought into the conversation, because there's black folks that go through this all the time. Now, people may not agree with bringing race into the subject, but I look at it as just because you don't talk about it doesn't mean that it's going to go away. Here we have a story out of the University of Kentucky. Freshman by the name of Kyla Spring saw another girl that walked to an elevator pitch drunk by the name of Sophia Rosing, 22 years old. So when Kyla approaches her and asks her what's wrong, making sure that if this other girl is okay, the girl start going on a racial tyrant, calling her the N-word, the B-word, and actually try to attack her. Now, in Kyla's social media posts, she said it got deeper than that, where the girl tried to hit him with a cart and was hitting other people, kicked her in the stomach, all of this.
So last night I was at work, and I'm a desk clerk here at the University of Kentucky, and there was a girl, she came in drunk, and when she came in drunk, she was looking at the elevator, and she was like stumbling, and she started talking to the elevator. She was like, "I'm gonna effing end you." Basically, like, "I'm gonna end you, like, off you." Yeah. And so basically what happened was I stuck my head out the window. I was like, "Are you okay? Like, what's going on?" And that's when the N word, the B word, those racial slurs and things started coming out. So I was like, okay, let me call the RA. So I called the RA down, but the RA took a minute. And so in between the time of the RA getting down, the girl has called me the N-word and the B-word multiple times. She's punched me twice at this point. She's bitten on my arm a few times, as well as kicked me in my stomach. And then she tried to run me and my friend over with a shopping cart. My friend also was experiencing these things. So we finally get the RA to come down, and the girl starts saying things like, "Do my chores. It's not my fault that you're black. It's not my fault that you're ugly." And then she just keeps, like, at this point, she's like singing the N-word. And there are multiple people trying to get this girl to be quiet. She bit a couple of other people who were trying to basically calm her down. And so long story short, the police finally came. She would not give them their name, so I see anything about her being registered in the system as Jane Doe. That was because she was refusing to give a name. She didn't have her phone. She didn't have an ID or anything. But then she was continuously just saying the words, saying it out loud. She ended up actually kicking a police officer, biting a police officer. They finally took her away, but I just find the situation very unfortunate. This happens way too much on college campuses for things to not be done. And we get these emails and everything about how they don't tolerate it, but it's still happening. And I feel like at this point, the attention needs to be shifted from the offenders to the offended. So please do your best to just continue to share these videos out. Thank you guys so much for any support that you've been giving to me, giving to my friend, giving to the University of Kentucky students. And hopefully we'll be able to get justice for this. Thank you.
It goes to show you things like this happen all the time that goes unnoticed.
No. Could you stop? No. Thank you. I'm getting lost from the I got this all under control. Your bench. Are you trying to get me to get her to like get chairs and things? No, I'm gonna be drunk. You're drunk. You're in your bitch. I'm crazy.
Stop.
What is your take on this?
Okay, so I feel like this is just appalling that this is still happening everywhere. One, I feel like the student should not have been that far drunk to justify her actions. One. Two, the job of, the desk clerk is to make sure that the students are okay. You're getting to your rooms okay. You are helping, offering assistance. If you're that drunk and you don't know what's going on, how are you okay? I don't understand how it transpired so long. Like, it took 10 minutes for someone to come to the building. Like, where's the RA of this building at? Why are you not on scene right away? Because there's always somebody to help the desk clerk. The desk clerk really only check you in and out and make sure that the right students are coming into the appropriate building. There still should have been either RA for the floor or, multiple RAs in that particular building. Like, why did it take almost 10 minutes for campus police or regular police to get over there? Like, that to me could have went left field. What if this girl was biting her and broke skin? You already saw she's flailing around. She's trying to hit her. The girl is holding her by her wrist. And you talking, the attacker is being older than the person's getting attacked. Like, how do you think this is okay? It's never anywhere it should be justified that you should put your hands on anybody. And then just calling racial slurs and derogatory words, that's appalling too. What make you think that's okay for them words to come out your mouth?
See, here's my thing with the situation. Like I said, man, this goes on a lot, and people not pointing out stuff being racist. My thing is, everybody say shut up, not shut up, but they always say, oh, stop bringing race into the equation. But again, you bring it up so that it's discussed and the two people have healthy dialogue to bring a mutual understanding. The thing about this situation is that when you're drunk, that's truth serum. So you're actually channeling what you've always thought, the way you saw things. Truth serum. My thing is, I don't have a problem with somebody being racist, somebody feeling some type of way against a group of people, a person, whatever the case. If that's what you have inside, that it is what it is. That's cool. The problem comes when you start causing bodily harm, when you start using racial slurs, when you start trying to oppress somebody. That's when things turn into a negative. Because at the end of the day, we could never truly tell what somebody feels in their heart. So if you hate somebody or whatever, do what you do. But just be prepared for what comes with it when you take action on said feelings. So my thing is, man, this type of behavior should not be allowed. I wish she was charged with a hate crime. I don't know why her being charged with a hate crime is not even in the equation, because any other time there'd be hate crimes charged all the time for situations like this. So I want to see a hate crime thrown in the mix with all the other charges that this woman is facing. And I believe it's saying that she's withdrawing from the school or something like that.
She's withdrawing voluntarily. I felt like the school should have came out and expelled her. I'm sorry. I feel like you don't get the same pushback if you decide to leave compared to the school telling you you can no longer be here. That
I
means she
I
can
agree.
go to somebody else's college or university, spend her money, and try to look past this. No, I want this to be on record. I want this to be on you were expelled. And because you were expelled, I need that record to follow you. I
And
also
also,
when you listen to it, it says, "Oh, she's going to sign up for sensitivity training." No, I feel like you trying to do all of this now to lessen your sentence or whatever,
Mhm.
you know, punishment is going to be handed down from the courts. You doing it on your own is not what I want you to do because now you get to pick and choose what you want to do.
Even if she's doing it on her own, it's still a good thing that she's doing it. Maybe it'll, spark some kind of change in her head or mind so that, this type of outburst doesn't happen again. So even if it's just to game the system, so to speak, I'll still take it. You get what I'm saying? It's better than no sensitivity training or whatever the case may be. But yes, I agree. They should have expelled her. And clearly she made bail that night, the same day. So she was in and out. So I could see her just going to another college and, paying her tuition and everything's all good. So I hope she, face some serious charges and possibly do time as well. On top of all of that, also assaulting a police officer. So I hope she get what's coming to her.
I want full extent of the law. I want anything and everything that can be done. And the reason is you have to start showing people examples. You can't get away with doing what you want to do without having to deal with the consequences. And you telling her, hey, she can't have alcohol. She's 22 years old. Like, okay, you tell her she can't have alcohol. You don't think it's something that she's not going to continue doing. She may not do it now because the court is telling her not to drink. But if she personally doesn't feel that the drinking is a problem, I don't think that's going to stop her going forward either.
I agree. And alcohol is one of them tests that once it get out of your system, there's no way to say you're testing positive for alcohol, unfortunately. So let us know what you guys think in the comment section on this story, man. Like, do you, well, clearly it was race driven because she used the n-word, but what kind of penalties do you think that this woman should face for her actions? Do you think she should have been expelled? Do you think she should do time? Do you think she should get probation? Let us know what you guys think in the comment section. We would love to hear your take. As always, if it's your first time here, definitely hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell so you can be notified for more content like this. Those who've been with us from day one, hey, we appreciate your support. And if you want to follow us on our other social media platforms, the links are in the description. That's going to do it for this episode of Matter of Opinion. I'm your boy, Walls P,
I'm your girl, Erica.
and we'll catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.
Peace.
It's a matter of opinion.